Hey everyone, Kid with Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with Reseller Rule number 18. And yes, I do pull these numbers out of my butt. I totally make them up. Eventually, I might have some that are sort of important on the numbering, but right now we don't. So this Reseller Rule, guys, it's list your textbooks ASAP. Guys, you got to list these things lickety-split, or else you might end up sitting on them until Jesus comes back, as I said in the other video. So guys, textbooks, they are one of those commodity content sort of things where it is worth a ton at the time that it's worth something, and then after that time is done, it is done. It's not worth anything. Like a lot of these books, guys, that I will see, people are selling a whole textbook for like $6 and shipping is $8, and they are not charging shipping. And it's like, wait, you're losing money on this. I'm missing something. Like, what? Who are you doing your shipping with? I want to find out and I want to use them. That's the thing with a lot of these books, guys. A lot of these textbooks, they are the commodity content sort of things that you need to list as soon as you get them. Guys, I don't care what you are doing. If you guys buy textbooks at any point in time, I would put them at the top of the pile of things to list first. The other thing that I would put at the top of the pile, if you guys are doing Amazon FBA, and that's something that I did as well. If you guys are doing that sort of thing, textbooks at the top of the pile, and then in addition to that, I also put the bestsellers, sort of fad books. I'd put those at the top of the pile too, because a lot of these fad books, guys, they will be worth a whole lot at the very beginning. So there are some of those fad books that are like the New York Times bestsellers that everyone's talking about at that time. A lot of these books, guys, they will be worth a good amount of money for the first week, month, 2 months, 6 months, and then after that, it drops to like $5 because they printed 5 trillion of them in order to make sure that everyone had them, and then they realized after they printed them all, wait a minute, there's not 5 trillion people on Earth. What have we done? And they start selling them for like 15 cents. And it's like, oh, wow, I lost all my money here. So that is something to keep your eyes out for, guys. A lot of these books, you have to list right away. So textbooks is one of them. Those New York Times bestseller ones that everyone's talking about is another one. The ones that they make into movies, you got to make sure that if they are making the movie that year, that you list those right away as well. Because there are things that get into the limelight and everyone wants to get to. So, guys, you have to list your textbooks right away. List them ASAP. For me, I just bought a boatload of books, and the textbooks were the very first things that I listed. A lot of these textbooks, guys, if you list them quick enough, if you list them at the right time of the year, some of them will last just a few minutes on your store before they sell, especially if you price them very competitively. So for me, as I mentioned in the other video, some of these were up for like 20 minutes and then they sold. So that's something that you will see if you guys do sell a lot of textbooks. There is some very, very, very insanely good money to be had in them. Some textbooks, guys, you can be competitively priced and still charge like $100 for the book, and you can still sell that book within a few minutes, a few hours, or maybe a couple of days. And last I checked, when you could sell a book for $100, that's a good day, that's a good book, that's a pat on the back, and that is a nice trip to Olive Garden to get yourself some soup and salad for $9.99, which, yeah, I know that sounds like a plug. It's not an official plug, but it is an unofficial plug because I love my Olive Garden soup and salad. Guys, chicken and gnocchi, that is my thing. If you guys love me, send me some Olive Garden gift cards. I'm kidding, don't actually do that. I don't have an address on this thing anyway, so don't you send me any gift cards. But yeah, guys, for me, I do love doing these sorts of things. I love having the textbooks, especially when I can get them for a good price, because again, it's easy money to be had. Like, yeah, there are some that you will buy and you're like, oh, that's not worth anything anymore. Last term was the last term they used it for. I just bought a bum book. So when you guys are buying textbooks, you also probably don't want to spend too much for it. But end of the day, that's not what this entire Reseller Rule video is about. I probably will do a video about not spending too much in another Reseller Rule. But biggest thing for this, guys, be sure to list your textbooks as soon as you can. I like to do it the day of or the day after I buy them, because again, if you cannot have them up for all the time that people are looking for them, you're missing out on sales. If you're missing out on sales, you might get stuck with these books, as I said already, until perpetuity, until Jesus comes back, all these sorts of things, until the end of the Millennium Kingdom, all these sorts of things. So guys, again, you want to be sure that these books are listed. You want to make sure they're on your store. If you guys sell on Amazon, you might want to do these as merchant fulfilled just so they show up on Amazon right away, because at the end of the day, if you guys do Amazon FBA, you know how long it could take sometimes for Amazon FBA to fully file in your books. You know how long it can take for FedEx or UPS to ship the book out to Amazon. You know how that works. We've all had those struggles if you do FBA. That's one of the reasons why I hopped on over to eBay. I know I could have done merchant fulfilled, but Amazon fees were just too high for me at the time. I know eBay fees have been catching up, boy, but for the time being, I'm content, I'm happy, I'm making good money. So I just wanted to share that with you guys in this nice little Reseller Rule. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you guys would like, be sure to check out my other Reseller Rule videos. I have a little playlist right there. Be sure to subscribe if you guys want to see future videos from me. Hit the bell icon. I don't think I've said that in any other videos, but be sure to hit the bell icon so you can see all my other videos, my annoying posts that I make, maybe my funny post every now and then. I hope all these things are helpful for you guys. I hope that you guys can make a whole lot of money selling textbooks as well. There are so many cool tips and tricks for you guys to make some really good money in this business, and I hope that you guys can stick around and learn all the things you can. So again, the playlist is up there, subscribe there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.